So it's really popular these days to make the claim that eating more fat will lead to burning more fat. This is especially popular with the rise of the ketogenic diet, or the more recent rise, I guess. It's been around for a long time, but it's just really popular right now, which is a very high fat diet. But the idea is that by switching some of your calories, your dietary calories from other fuel sources to fat, that will lead to burning more fat. Now, this idea is actually based in some truth. So there will be some truth and some silver linings in this video, and also probably some disappointment if you are wholeheartedly into the keto diet. So eating more fat can lead to burning more fat. If you keep calories the exact same in your overall diet, that's your calories from protein, fats, and carbs. If you keep those calories the same and you consume more fats in that diet compared to carbs, your body's going to learn from that. Your body is going to adapt to the fuel sources that you're consuming, and it will start using fats for fuel for more of your daily activities and exercise, which is great news, right? If you want to burn more fat, that is great news. The important caveat here is that you may be burning more fat as fuel, but you can't forget that you are also consuming more fat. So if you're consuming more fat and burning more fat, where is the fat balance? We can talk about energy balance being whether you're creating a calorie deficit or eating too many calories. The same thing happens with fat. Okay, so you have a certain amount of fat turnover. You consume fat in the diet. That fat can get stored as fat in your body if you're consuming too much of it, or you can use that fat for fuel if you need an immediate fuel source, or if you're really low on calories, you're in an energy deficit, then maybe you're going to break up some body fat and use body fat for fuel. But the important thing here is still your overall energy balance. So you may burn more fat by eating more fat. That might be true. But if you're still eating so much that you're gaining weight, it won't matter if you're burning more fat. If you're burning more fat proportionally, but you're still eating so many calories that you're gaining weight, then you're going to put on body fat. So it's kind of a moot point there. The overall overarching idea here, as with any diet video I do, is that you have to do something to affect energy balance as a whole. Your body doesn't necessarily care about where those calories are coming from when it comes to weight loss and fat loss in particular. If you're consuming too many calories for your energy needs, you're going to gain weight, and that weight is going to be fat, at least partly fat. If you are consuming too few calories for your energy needs, then you're going to burn weight, and some of that will be fat. So if you simply jump on a keto bandwagon and your neighbor told you that you can just start putting butter or coconut oil in your coffee and that's going to burn more fat, I don't know what to tell you, but if you're adding more calories to your diet, that's not going to help you lose weight. Okay, if you're adding more calories to your diet, that's going to create a calorie surplus, and that'll lead to gaining weight. So even if you do burn the fuel that you put into your coffee, even if you do burn off that coconut oil or whatever it may have been, MCT oil if you want to get fancy, even if you burn that off, if you're still consuming too many calories, it will not matter. You will still gain weight. So if you want to take advantage of this consuming fat to burn more fat kind of thing, you can do that. You can replace some of the calories you get from other foods in your diet. So carbs are the easiest target there. You can reduce your carb intake, match those calories in terms of fat consumed, and technically you will be burning more fat to get yourself through the day. So hooray, give yourself a pat on the back. But then what you need to do if you actually want to lose weight and lose body fat is you need to consume fewer calories overall, or you need to burn more calories total. So the biggest drawback to this line that if you consume more fat, you'll burn more fat. The biggest drawback is that people think there's something magical going on here and that they don't actually have to put in the work. And the work is either reducing calories from your diet or burning more calories through activity and exercise through the day to affect energy balance. All right, we have to affect energy balance, calorie balance. That has to change. That's true whether you're on keto or paleo or whatever the diet may be. It's true whether you're burning more fat compared to carbs as fuel. It really doesn't matter unless you're creating an energy deficit. So I hate to break that news to you, but there is no workaround here. There's no magic. There's no magic in keto. Even if a ketogenic diet is calorie matched to a high carb, low fat diet, there isn't going to be a difference in weight loss. There will be some individual variation there. Some people prefer one diet to the other. That's all well and good. But if they're calorie matched, they perform the same. So eat the diet that you like. Don't go out of your way for special fats that are supposed to do special things. Eat healthy fats as opposed to bad fats. You know, don't get all your fats from deep fried garbage or desserts or whatever it may be. But don't buy into this idea that just getting the right fats is going to magically shrink your belly. Okay, you still have to consume fewer calories or you have to burn more calories, period, end of story, even if you're using more fat as fuel. Because if you increase the fat in the diet, there will also be more fat storage. People like to jump on carbs and say, if you eat too many carbs, they get turned into fat. They get turned into body fat. So don't eat too many carbs, right? It's the funniest thing in the world because when you eat too much fat, it's already fat. It's the easiest thing in the world to store as body fat. It's far easier than carbs. The body actually has to expend energy to turn carbs into body fat. You can, like dietary fat, it's just straight to your hips. So don't expect any magic from dietary fats in that regard. Eat the diet that you can use to reduce your calorie intake, or the one that supports hard exercise, or hey, maybe one that does both and allows you to be active throughout the day. But remember that jacking up fat intake means more fat storage and more fat burning, and they tend to be like a 1-to-1. It's not as though there's an inherent advantage there. So sorry, keto zealots, but if keto doesn't feel right for you, maybe try a different diet that allows you to do what you need to do to lose weight. So this has been another dietary video with Conquest HP. Check out conquesthp.com for lots of blog articles about this topic, similar topics to this, and check out my other nutrition videos. If you want to learn a little more, you're going to hear the words energy balance